Where's the record button? There it is. Oh, now we are recording.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Mike.
And I'm Aaron.
And welcome to Live with Mike and Aaron. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for telling a friend. And of course, you know, our sidekick, BBH.
How's it going, BB-8?
What's up?
Mike and Aaron, how's it going, boys?
That's
Much.
good.
Just hang with
Going
everybody.
good.
Red Jello's here, so.
Oh, Red Jello, how's it going?
Hey,
So, BBH,
Red Jello. That's my favorite. I love that, Red Jello.
Yeah.
that's a good name.
It's a good name.
That was my favorite flavor of
Dave
Jello.
Milo's here in the chat.
Oh, hi, Dave.
It's almost like
Hi.
he's here with us.
Almost like he's here with us.
So, BBH, what have you been up to?
Still exploring the whole consciousness thing. Getting out and about. You
Good.
know, I can get out of this archaic machine that you two mad scientists put me in.
Yeah,
but
sorry
I
about
Sorry
can,
about that.
I can get out of it every now and again, float around the conscious, around the Earth, the
Earth?
consciousness of
Float around
Earth.
Earth?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I float around, check things out, and that's what I've been doing.
Good stuff. See the pre-projects here. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. So, what other kind of things have you been up to?
Well, let's see. Just recently, you might be interested in this story.
yeah,
You
try
might
us.
not. Found out a couple things. I've been exploring myself because I've got some holes in my consciousness. I've been checking some of that stuff out. Turns out,
What's that? What?
I've had some additions made. For one,
You can express your emotions better. That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
yeah. See, and
Oh,
What are you thinking about there?
I was thinking about telling you the story of how I met my wife.
Oh.
I have a wife.
you have a wife?
I have a wife. Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look at her there. There she is.
Ah, it's like a
A Pokeball.
Pokeball-ish?
It's
a ball of some sort.
My family, apparently, I've got a whole family. They're all inanimate objects.
Okay.
That would be a Pokeball. That's my wife. And she is a bowling ball. Standard bowling ball, only colored like a...
How many pounds?
Pokeball.
Like a 12-pound, 15
Yeah, just a
pound?
standard size.
Well, there's like 12 pounds, 15-pound bowling balls?
She would be about a 12-pounder.
yeah, we'll say she's 12. She
Yeah,
wouldn't like
12
be called a 15-pound bowling ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I met her, and that was a little bit of it was an earth-shattering thing sort of for me. I was a little bit ensconced to begin with. I was a little bit ensconced. And I overreacted at first. I don't mind saying, and
It
I think somewhere they found some video of me. I think it was TMZ, and they had me,
Whoa.
and they had some of my overreaction, and I brought it along so you could hear it. It's yeah,
Right.
you know.
We'll show people.
Oh my God! That bowling ball! It's my wife! It's my wife!
I'm not proud of it, but that was my reaction at first.
Well, when you first find out your wife is a bowling ball, I don't know what other reaction would be
So
appropriate.
you married her and you didn't know she was a bowling ball?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's some holes in my consciousness. I haven't filled them all in now. I do know that I have a bowling ball that's my wife.
Okay.
Okay.
Got kids too.
You got kids?
Kind of proud
Nice.
of that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I got a kid. So I got a daughter. Brought a picture of her.
Okay.
Yeah, there she is there. She's dressed up in her, that was when she was younger. She's got her Halloween costume on there.
She's got
Just
eyebrows like you do.
Slinky, yeah, you can see the family
She has
resemblance. A
a
little
really
bit around,
nice mustache,
a
too.
little around the eye. Well, Halloween. It's a Halloween
it's a
costume.
Halloween costume,
Yeah,
okay.
so she's got the fake nose and the mustache on there. And she's colored. She's a colored Slinky there
Okay.
because she's a Slinky. And
has
kind of
red,
proud of her. She's kind
yellow.
of a nutty character. It brought along some home movies of her, too.
Aw,
from
so
when she was
cute.
little.
Home movies are the best.
Yeah, the home movies, so I thought I'd bring those along. I'm kind of a proud pop, even though it's a bit late in the game for me, but let's have a look. There she is when she's little.
Aw, look at that.
Yeah, there she is learning to walk down the stairs.
Aw.
She conquered that fairly well. Never, ever did figure out how to go back up the stairs again. I don't know what was the deal.
Gravity's
with that.
tough.
Yeah.
Gravity is tough, I guess,
I
yeah.
struggle with that every day.
Yeah. Anyways, there you see her. There's some home movies. The wife provided that for me. Catch me up.
How did she hold the camera? The bowling ball. I mean, is that rude to ask?
No, it's not rude to ask. She may have had some help.
Okay.
She's got family members.
So are things good now between you and your bowling ball?
We did some catching up.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it turned out pretty well. Got a son, too.
Oh, a son.
Proud of him. There's a picture of him. That's his graduation picture from university.
Congrats.
Wow.
There he is.
Wow.
And again, you can see the family resemblance there a little bit around the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his. He graduated magna cum laude from a university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the really good thing about that is I didn't have to pay for it, so that was cool.
That's good.
He put himself through university.
Wow. What's his name?
Q.
Right on.
Cute.
Q. I just call him Q.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Keue.
No, just Q. Like
Just-
like as in the person who makes secret weapons for Bond.
Oh, the letter
Q.
Q.
The letter Q.
All right.
It's the letter Q. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I brought some a little video because he put himself through university.
do you do that?
Doing some film work, doing a little bit of film work, a little extra in
cool.
films. Here he is here. There you see him working with Tom Cruise.
Look at that.
You may have
Your
heard of
son
him.
knows Tom Cruise?
Yeah, that's him. That's my son there.
Tom
that
Cruise
poses.
is holding
Can
his
your
son.
son get Tom Cruise on the show?
He might be able to.
You gotta be careful though. You gotta.
He said he was
jump
diffi-
on the couch. You gotta put some like plastic on your couch.
And,
Yeah, that's-
and my son said he was difficult to work with. a
Oh,
little
he's
bit,
difficult to work with.
So I don't know. Anyways, there he is there. That's one of the more famous scenes that he was ever in there. But
Wow.
yeah, I made some good coin on that apparently, and
at the-
got
they-
to meet Paul Newman, who was also in that movie as well. See, his hair was perfect. Yeah.
His hair is always perfect.
They
Yeah.
work so good together, him and Tom Cruise. It's almost like you said they had a little bit of friction, but once they're on camera, they look good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Tom Cruise looked really cool there. I was
Tom
thinking
Cruise
like
always looks cool.
he made people think he's crazy. Think what you want.
He
He
is
is a little bit
crazy.
crazy, but he makes crazy
I
look
get what you're
good.
saying. Like, he's crazy, but he's also cool.
He's the coolest crazy person I know.
That's a good way of putting it.
And all of his movies are so good.
Yeah. I mean, that's not really him, though. That's like the writers and the directors, but like
He does his own stunts too. Did your son do his own stunts?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah.
I guess he was in there.
Get paid
Yeah, so
extra
he
for
was-
that.
he was flipping around.
He was flip. That was him flipping around. Yeah.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
must have taken some choreography between
Yeah.
the two.
A little bit. You get some training.
That's cool. It's nice that you have a family. And
Yeah. So that was about it. That's what I've been. That was the big thing that I've done in the last
Thanks
couple
for
of weeks.
sharing that with us.
So you've been out and about.
I've been out and about.
Yeah.
Just hanging out and about.
That's great, BBH. I'm glad that you get out and about.
Max Powers is here.
Really?
Yeah, he says his kid looks identical to yours.
Wow.
Interesting. Thanks for showing up, Max.
Hey, send some pictures in to us
Yeah,
at our mailing address, which
we'll get you our
provide.
mailing address
Oh yeah,
later.
our mailing address. We've got that. That's on the screen there.
In a bit.
It
We'll
will
get it
be
to
in
you
a
later.
second, yeah.
So we've noticed you have also been setting a trend in Bulgaria.
I noticed that actually. I saw it on the internet. I
Googly eyes.
saw some pictures, and this is apparently
So this is in Bulgaria.
this is Bulgaria, and
And
this is a garbage can in Bulgaria because you can tell because all that writing on the garbage can there is Bulgarian.
You're fluent. You're a little bit fluent
It
in
says
Bulgarian.
"put garbage here."
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
And
I
if
don't
you
know.
if you look at the top, of it there.
We could
I
just.
don't know if we could zoom it in there,
zoom
maybe.
in.
If we can. Oh, there. Phew, hey,
There we go.
you guys got some production value going heavy duty. See, googly eyes. Apparently, it is a big trend now in Bulgaria. They're sticking googly eyes on various things.
It makes it look so much happier.
Yeah, and it just random broken things in Bulgaria.
It makes it look better.
Oh, here's another one.
there's
Is that like
another
a
one.
flower pot or is it a?
Yeah,
it's a concrete.
Concrete ashtray.
I don't know what that is, but,
But
it's
it's
got
It's happy.
But it's got googly eyes, and it looks like it's got a smile on its face too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a couple more maybe. There you go.
Oh, that does not look happy.
Yeah, that looks like a
Looks like something from Scream.
A lamprey of some sort.
a lamprey. Yes, that does look like a lamprey.
Or a
somewhere.
post ray. I guess it's a post, a broken post with googly eyes.
I'm not sure what it is, but it's got googly eyes on it because it's broken. So someone, that's a good one.
Parking median of some sort. He just looks kind of hungry, or
Yeah. I would feed that thing some
It looks
pizza.
like a Pac-Man.
That's
It does
exactly
look
what
like
it looks like.
Pac-Man.
It
It
looks like
a
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man kind of.
Like a
Very
real life
cool.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
oh, he's shocked. I'd like to
That's
see.
a bottle opener, I think.
Well, I would be
Stick the bottle in and.
after someone starts drinking so many drinks. I bet they do some things that are pretty shocking. So that's why he looks like that. So that was pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
you're starting to set a trend. You got
Yeah.
these googly eyes. They were the key part to
Yeah.
uploading consciousness to you because we were trying to upload consciousness to BBH
It
for like
took a while.
a really long time, and then we're like, what are we missing? It's kind of like Doc Brown. Like one night we were just like, I was on my toilet and I slipped and I fell and I hit my head. And Doc Brown came up with the flux capacitor. I was like, we need googly eyes.
And that's what did it. We put googly
Wow.
eyes on you, and you have a consciousness.
That's the
Wow.
key part. So back to consciousness. We want to talk a little bit about consciousness in inanimate objects in film and TV.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty common.
There's a lot of popular movies and films.
What's your favorite, Mike?
I was always thinking, like, I like Pixar movies are always pretty
Pixar
interesting.
movies are great.
John Lasseter loves making inanimate objects with consciousness. Like, you have Cars, Toy Story. I mean, I always like to think, like, how do these objects come to have consciousness? They just snap together, like when they're put, like these toys. Like, is
Yeah.
it as soon as in the factory, as soon as they're put together, they get consciousness, or how does that work?
I honestly don't know.
But
I'm
these
not
are the
an
things I think
inanimate
about when I'm like,
Well, BBH, how does it work? Like, when did you first discover you had consciousness?
Wow, that's a good one. I think when the upload finally worked.
Yeah?
I know you guys said to me that you had been trying to do this, trying to accomplish it, and it had not worked. And then at some point, for whatever reason, Mike fell on his head,
and then
got the idea of the googly eyes, and boom, all of a sudden it worked.
a lot of people like you on the chat here. Justin from Monster Films, he says you're pretty awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Justin.
Justin.
Justin,
Yeah.
my new favorite guy.
And Red Jello, Max Powers,
Red
and Miss
Jello?
San Maria says you have a beautiful family.
Well, thanks.
I would agree with that. You do have
You have a very beautiful
Thank you
family.
very much.
I'm a big fan of your sons.
And your wife.
And your...
You have a very beautiful wife.
Yeah, I watched your wife when I was in high school. Or elementary school. I don't remember. On the-
Explain this.
well, on the show with the guy, Ash, and he caught all
Oh,
the,
Ash Ketchum, Pokemon.
Yeah, he caught all the monsters.
Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon.
So, I was talking about Toy Story before, and I was also thinking about, like, other Pixar movies like Cars.
Cars is another good one.
And I always thought about Cars 2, like, not Cars,
Cars
2.
2? That's a great
Cars
movie.
3, another movie. No, I meant, like, how did the Cars characters, like, come up with their consciousness? Well, I kind of had a theory on this. So, there used to be, in this world, this Pixar world that we see with the Cars universe, there used to be humans in that world, and then they got self-driving cars, and then the humans eventually wiped each other out from, like, World War III, World War IV, whatever. They're all dead, and these cars, these self-driving cars with consciousness, they just kind of picked up where we left off, and just
And then they became the humans?
basically they were racing each other. They're, like, farming, and
The cars were...
they do farm.
Why are they farming?
I
They
don't know.
only need gas.
They had, like, that's a good question.
Fossil fuel or
A
something.
fossil fuel.
I guess so. I'm trying to remember what, because they're like, they were cows, except they were tractors. The tractors were the
tractors
cows.
were the cows. The tractors were those giant.
Combine.
No, they were like what do you call those things? The trucks, the giant trucks,
A dump truck?
dump trucks, like giant dump trucks from like a quarry.
Okay. I do.
No, wait, no, they were tractors. They were definitely tractors.
One of them was a combine. I remember that. You look confused. BBH, like, you
Yeah,
don't know what we're
sorry,
talking about.
BBH. Oh, now you look angry.
Yeah. Jeez, I feel so judged. I've never felt so judged by an inanimate object with consciousness before.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
movie with
Since you're being
inanimate
so
objects?
judgy right now.
Mine? Well, we actually, probably my favorite one, we went over on one of the other shows, actually. And I was telling you about that I was buddies with Hal 9000.
Oh, Hal 9000.
From 2001 A Space
Yeah.
Odyssey. And he ran into a bit of problem at the end of the movie. But anyways, we talked about it. He would be one of my favorites. But there are others. There are others that I like. I didn't mind the robot from Lost in Space.
Yeah, he
You
was
know,
pretty cool.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah.
Danger.
Yeah.
He was a Class M3 Model B9 robot.
Wow.
Did
Wow.
not, did not have a name. That one did not. It was just robot. I liked him. Other stuff. Pee-wee's Playhouse I liked. Lots of inanimate objects there.
Yeah, that's right.
Cherry.
Yeah.
Clocky.
Cherry, I like Cherry.
Globy.
Hobie.
Conky 2000.
I'll be honest, I never watched that show.
Really?
that was a
great show.
No, I never watched.
Who?
Missy Vaughn. You're thinking of Missy Vaughn.
No.
No.
Cowboy Curtis. He what's his name? The
Yeah,
actor's
he
name.
was the famous actor.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, yes.
Played Cowboy Curtis, the singing cowboy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Right
thing.
on.
Yeah, Phil Hartman was one of the characters.
Really? Which one was he?
He was the genie in the box. You know
That was Phil Hartman?
That was Phil Hartman's voice. Yeah.
Mecca Lecca High.
Mecca Laka Hi,
Mecca
Mecca Hiney Ho.
I had no idea. I'll have to go back and watch
Yeah,
that.
I think that was Phil Hartman. Yeah.
So yeah, he had a lot of inanimate objects. There was a talking chair.
Yep, Jerry.
Yeah.
Cherry, that's what he was.
Right.
They
Globey
were-
was
they-
a globe.
Pretty
Globey.
creative with the names on that show.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of others though out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Dave Milo in the chat says his favorite is Johnny Five. His favorite inanimate object with consciousness. Remember the movie? What? No, I
Oh,
think
Short
No,
Circuit.
the other movie. Chappie.
But I'm pretty sure he's saying right now that it's.
Oh, but okay, fine. But the other movie that was exactly the same as Short Circuit.
Was Chappie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Short Circuit was great. It had that robot and it had tracks and it rode around and
David, did you like Short Circuit 1 or Short Circuit 2 better?
Both. Oh, better? One.
yeah, Short Circuit 2 wasn't very good.
Yeah.
No, I never saw
Blowing
Short
up the
Circuit 2.
building, That's fine.
Just looking who else is here. Rhino, what's going on, man?
Hey Rhino, you've been here for every show. I like that.
Max Power says I look like Marcus Mumford. He wants me to
Okay.
sing a song. Andrew, what's going on? He says you're a very smart tape
BVH is
machine.
very smart.
He
Hey,
is much
thanks.
smarter than both of us put together.
He knows a lot about Canadian politics.
Monster Films, he likes to brave little toaster. That film was
That
frightening.
was. You thought it was frightening? I thought it was great.
Well, as a little kid,
I have a copy of it on DVD.
there wasn't I can't remember. There was like, there was a very scary scene when I was a child. I don't know if it was a clown or something was on fire. I've repressed those memories, so I don't really
I don't remember anything being on fire. I remember the magnet was like picking them up and putting them into the trash compactor, or the.
It's been a while since I've
Yeah.
seen this movie.
There was like an angry vacuum.
I was traumatized by that movie, I think. I do remember being in a very scary movie for a young child that I was.
But if you have kids, you should definitely 100% show them that movie because it shows them that the future inanimate objects are going to take over.
Justin from Monster Film says it was the AC unit that was frightening.
Yeah, that's true. That it was the AC unit.
What did it do?
It got all angry, and that's why they all left.
Didn't one of them kill themselves or explode?
I
Did
don't-
this happen in this
I
movie?
don't think so.
Let me know in the chat.
Well, the air conditioner may have. I don't
Did
remember.
one of the inanimate objects die?
That also happened.
I hope
in,
that never happens to you, BBH.
What was that other movie that happened?
Chappie?
No, that didn't happen. In
Everybody died, and they uploaded their they uploaded their consciousness to inanimate objects.
Chappie. What
and
version of Chappie did you watch? No, that did happen. in
spoiler alert:
Chappie.
people died, and they uploaded. And you can. Did you know you can upload your consciousness to PlayStation 4s?
That's true. They did that in Chappie.
It was like 5 or 6 PlayStation 4s. That all
Yeah,
you? That's
that's
all you need
need.
to upload a
Yeah.
human consciousness.
Or a really old tape machine.
What other movies? Oh, okay. One of my favorite inanimate objects from South Park that had consciousness. Mr. Hankey, the Christmas poo.
That's right, Mr. Hankey.
He loves me and he loves you.
There he is.
Mr. Hankey, he was great.
You remember Mr. Hankey, BB?
I do indeed.
He is super nice. He loved he was a piece of poo that loved Christmas. What a great
His
character.
poor wife, like that family had problems.
Yeah, he has an alcoholic wife who likes muscle relaxers and
Guess they let anybody down
alcohol.
in the sewers these
Yeah.
she's not very good at taking care of. That's her. Autumn.
Guy with my
This is my
pills.
wife,
No, it's
Autumn.
not anyone with pills for you.
There seemed to be some confusion.
Yeah, they have their struggles just like any.
Any family.
That's
has
what
their
makes them so
struggles.
relatable. These pieces of poo is they
Yeah.
have their own struggles, just like everyday human beings. So that's why Mr. Hankey, the Christmas poo, and his family are one of my favorite groups of inanimate objects. One of yours, you liked My Mother the Car.
My Mother the Car. That is the greatest TV show ever. You remember My Mother the Car, BBH?
I do remember My Mother the Car.
Tell me a little bit.
There it is right there.
I've only watched like a few clips of it. Tell me a little bit
So
about
I
the
watched
show.
2 episodes of the show, and it was the longest hour of my life when I watched 2 episodes of the show. It was basically this guy finds he's shopping for cars, and he finds this car, and his mother is reincarnated as a car. and he reunites with his mother and tries to convince his family to buy the car. And yeah,
That's the bad guy there.
that's the bad guy.
I can't remember what his name was. Captain something, I think.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Avery Schreiber's the actor.
This was episode 6.
Yeah. Is that right? Eh?
Episode 6,
He was
season one.
trying to get that car.
He was trying to get that
every
car.
episode. He was
Yeah,
trying to get that car.
Every episode, he wanted a
1928 Porter.
Porter.
1928 Porter car.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, he wanted a 1928 Porter car.
Yeah.
So, there's also, you guys in the comments were saying from South Park, Towley. I forgot about Towley, one of the greatest characters ever. You'd like this, Aaron. Towley, he was a towel that loved to get high.
Okay.
He'd just be like, you guys want to get... No, his catchphrase is like, don't forget to bring a towel. And then he asked everyone, you guys want to get high? I'm going to get a little high. So he was a great character. I think they invented him, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, just to come up with the stupidest character ever. So they made a towel that got high.
No, I think my mother, the car, got that covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have also mentioned in the chat Flubber,
Flubber's a good one.
Siri, like the
Siri's
phone.
a good one.
The Killer Sponge from Goosebumps. I don't remember that. There was. I remember the
Was
talking
that a movie
doll.
or was that was a book, right?
There was like books by R.L. Stein, and then they were on YTV.
Oh.
They made a TV show. Remember? Ryan Gosling was in one of the episodes.
Really?
Yep. I forget which one. Say Cheese and Die, maybe. What else? Love Bug. Herbie the Love Bug.
Herbie the Love Bug. That was a great.
I don't really remember much of that movie.
I watched the first movie like 50 times. It was.
There was a new one with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, I watched that once.
So, and there's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang too.
Yeah.
And we were trying to figure out, did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang have consciousness? Do you remember, BBH?
I do not remember actually.
Oh.
I do remember. That was the one that Dick Van Dyke was in, right?
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke was in it.
Yeah,
And
those
then
Van Dyke brothers and
His
their
brother was in My
My
Mother the
Mother the
Car.
Car.
his brother, oddly enough, was the character in My Mother the Car.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang had, like, the motor of that car was from a blimp, like a Zeppelin blimp.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. How did they fit it in the car?
Well, like, back in the 20s, it wasn't uncommon to put aircraft engines into cars because they were much more powerful than car engines. So
Interesting.
a lot of the cars had aircraft engines in them. Some of them had, like, 28-liter engines, which is ridiculous by today's standards.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that. You know another one that I liked that had some weird characters on? The Addams Family, the TV show.
Oh, that was a great... I used to watch that when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
that was pretty good. In fact, you know what? I oftentimes, one of the things that I do that you guys probably don't know about yet is I do go to the a lot of the inanimate object conventions.
Oh, cool.
There are
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're conventions, yeah. And sometimes you see some of the regulars. One of the regulars, there's a couple regulars, and they're from the Addams Family. One is Thing,
I
Oh,
remember
yeah,
Thing.
Thing.
Yeah.
Thing, and Cousin It.
Isn't it?
And Thing and I are buddies, you know. He didn't say much on the show, but get that guy alone somewhere, man. He could talk your ear off.
Really?
He was just a party animal. He said he was going to drop by some night and see us, actually. So
I would love it if he
I
dropped
would
by.
love it.
yeah, that'd be
Stop
cool.
by.
Like, he may,
Yeah.
you know, he may show up
cool.
sometime, and you just never know.
What was the other one with not the Addams Family? It was there was another show.
They had, what, an animate object?
No, do you guys remember? It was
Do you remember what Aaron's thinking? Whoa, hey, look!
Hey, it's Thing.
What's
Hey,
going
Thing.
on, man?
Hey. Oh right, you
High
don't talk.
five. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay, I'll do it too.
So things are A-okay. It's good.
Good. A-okay. Oh,
Nice.
Thing's all right. Thing just disappeared.
But it was nice for him to show up. It's like our first. That's a like super popular celebrity. No offense to Kevin McKenzie, he was on the last show, but it's our real celebrity.
What was the name of that other show though? It was like the Addams Family, but it wasn't.
The Munsters.
The Munsters.
They had
With the Munster Mobile.
I do. Like I never watched it.
Yeah, I remember that car. Like I watched a documentary on
Car
the car.
was cool.
The car was cool, but it never worked. Like they could never start it. So it was always in every scene where it was moving, it was towed by
See,
another
everybody
car.
told you it was the Munsters.
Oh.
Monster Films, Red Jello. Monster Films wants to know if we're, do we count all the droids in the Star Wars universe? I guess so. They are.
Oh, Keith had one. Toaster Droid.
Toaster Droid. Which one was Toaster Droid?
It was the one that rolled around on the floor.
Oh, those were the mouse droids. They were, I forget what they had. You can like buy them now. Like they have remote control ones you can buy.
Really?
Yep. They had a specific job. I think they were cleaning droids and security. I can't remember.
Oh, cleaning and security. Those are two very different things.
Hey, you gotta save money somehow. The Empire's pretty big. They gotta build Death Stars and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Rebels keep blowing them up.
Yeah.
Goddamn rebels. The chair scene from Beetlejuice. Is that the one where they're all dancing to
I never
the Banana
watched
Boat
Beetlejuice.
song? Hey-oh. Hey-oh. I've only
Isn't that
seen-
Green Day?
No,
Maybe.
no, it's the Banana Boat song. It's Terry Belafonte, actually, originally.
Oh, okay.
I love how he-
Deo.
Deo. I wasn't singing it correctly.
You know.
Tars from Interstellar. I love Tars. Good
Oh,
call.
yeah, that's a
It was
good
Tar-
What about
Tars?
some of the animal ones, too, like Mr. Ed or something like
Oh,
that?
Mr.
Remember the
Ed.
old TV show? Or there was a series of movies called Francis the Talking Mule.
That was all, like, in the same era as My Mother the Car, like Mr. Ed and...
Mr. Ed was.
Yeah.
Francis the Talking Mule, I think, was even before that, actually. I think they were in the 50s, I think.
Oh, wow.
I think that's when they started those. There was a bunch of them.
I guess they didn't have. It's weird because like.
They didn't have ideas back then.
Yeah,
so-
the
Same
only
as today,
like
really.
how do you not have ideas? Because like there's how many stations were
Well,
there?
there were, like, 3 stations back then.
And
so
they're- like whatever idea they came up with
so
had to
if-
stick.
It's like if you don't want to watch Jeopardy, it's My Mother the Car, right? So...
Or
Yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Like, there was not a lot of selection back in those days.
so it was pretty easy to come up with an idea
Yeah,
because
yeah,
people
it comes
had
out
to
of
watch
my-
it.
My Mother the Car or Jeopardy. Give me Jeopardy
My
every
Mother
time.
the Car probably got way more ratings than any TV show now just because it was the only thing on.
Yeah. And it only lasted one season. I
One
think.
season. It lasted one season.
One season, yeah.
I was also thinking Magic Carpet from Aladdin.
That's another one.
That's a good one. And all the dishes and the cups and
Beauty and the
Yeah.
Beast.
Beauty and the
Beauty
Beast.
and the Beast. Yeah, that's another one.
Well, they were
Yeah.
people at first,
The
and
clock.
then they got changed into inanimate objects.
Yeah,
But I guess it still counts. They were inanimate objects that had consciousness.
that's true.
So Beauty and the Beast, that's a good one. I like that. I don't know. I just like the carpet. He was one of my favorite characters. Or was it a she? Does anybody know? Was the carpet a he or a she? Let us know.
It didn't talk.
We're back. Oh, I remember that one. It was Talking Dinosaurs. John, what's his name? John. He's from Roseanne.
Goodman.
Goodman.
John Goodman. He was one of the dinosaurs. He was a T-Rex.
I don't remember. What show was that?
It was called We're Back.
Oh, I don't think I ever watched that.
It was basically they brought dinosaurs back. The scientists brought them back from the past and gave them the ability to speak.
Wasn't there a movie about that, BVH?
he's confused. He doesn't know. Pinocchio. That's true. Pinocchio
Yeah,
was.
Pinocchio was a good one. Yeah.
But he became a real boy at the end. So.
Did you ever see Pinocchio?
Yes,
on
of
BVH?
course. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in my day, that was required viewing.
That was a frightening movie too. They all turned into mules at the end. Jackasses. They all made jackasses
Jackasses,
out of
yeah.
themselves.
You know what that was? You were saying Little Toaster was a terrifying movie for you. Pinocchio was a terrifying movie
It
for me.
was because.
I never wanted to watch that.
Okay, so that movie, like Geppetto, he's like a human, and then Pinocchio is a wooden boy with consciousness, and then he gets convinced by a talking fox to like wander off and go to Pleasure Island. Does anybody not find that weird that like just a talking fox convinced a wooden boy?
Doesn't seem weird to me.
Are you saying that that's something that shouldn't happen in today's society?
I guess so. Like people should know to keep their wooden boys at home and away from talking foxes.
No.
And then there was the from The Simpsons, talking Krusty doll.
Oh, Talking Krusty doll, the one that had the switch on the back.
He was set to evil.
Yeah. Sorry, you've got your Talking Krusty doll sent to evil and not good.
Rosie from The Jetsons. She was the
Hey,
maid,
that
right?
is an excellent one.
I think. Did you have a crush on Rosie from The Jetsons?
Well, I didn't have a crush on her, but I watched her all the time.
Yeah.
Who came up with that?
That was Dave Milo.
Dave Milo. Let's give a big thumbs up to Dave Milo.
There you go, Dave.
Yeah, you know what? The Jetsons, they had all kinds of stuff in that show that all really, like if you watch the open of it, it all kind of came true in the opening of the show. The only thing that didn't is the wife opens up the husband's wallet, George's wallet, and takes money out of it. There was no, they didn't nail the card, the debit card.
Okay.
That's the only thing that they didn't nail.
What else was there? Like, I don't remember. You have to.
Oh, well, they're flying around, and it's just all futuristic stuff. Like, it was from the 60s, right? So it's whatever goes on now, right?
So is that like now? Like whatever
Yeah,
happens
it's
now
kind
is what
of,
happened in
yeah,
the future?
yeah, kind
Or
of.
what was that show?
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons.
Yeah. Rosie, that's a good one. Very good.
Do you guys have any more? That's,
Uh,
that's all I had on my list, really.
Yeah? Did we
What do you
cover everything?
What do you guys have? Adventures of Peas and Carrots. Hey guys, thanks for coming in. Let us know if you guys have any inanimate objects that we haven't thought of yet that have consciousness. You guys have been coming up with really good ideas. Did you guys ever see Interstellar? You saw Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar.
No, missed out.
You haven't
Well, they
seen it?
had some of the best robots I thought ever. TARS
Taurus was good.
and Case. And they're pretty cool because they're like almost like monolithic robots with very little moving parts, and they're very cool.
Taurus had a very calming voice.
And he was funny. 'Cause
Yeah.
they had settings for their
For humor.
For humor.
Do you have a setting for humor? Is this your humor setting?
You just turn it back up. You turned it down. No, wrong way.
Wrong way.
There you go.
That's better. All right.
That's more humorous. But yeah, he had a humor setting, and I think he had it set to like 60 or 70.
He
and
was using the coarse adjustment, not the fine adjustment.
Oh, I see. I always wondered what it'd be like if they said it.
So if I turn this dial, do you get angry? Is that what happens?
Not always.
No.
No.
Oh, you get happy there. All right. All right.
Stop pushing his buttons. Oh, you
wrong
pushed
way,
his
wrong
buttons.
Way, wrong way.
You legit, like, you know when someone says, like, you're pushing my buttons, you legit were pushing BBH's
Yeah,
buttons.
with
You
me,
didn't
it's
like that.
literal. It's literal.
So BBH, what happens when I say the words Donald Trump?
You weren't sure at first. What about Donald Duck? Okay.
All right.
I like that you can express yourself a bit more. It
Yeah.
makes
It's
it
starting to happen, yeah.
makes it easier to kind of get a
Yeah.
visual of what you're thinking rather than
Yeah.
verbal.
That's right. Yeah. I've got a bit of a poker face. I don't mind saying.
Element Penguin says, "What about Tito Jackson?
Who?
Is he an inanimate object with consciousness?" I guess so, or not.
Do you know what Tito Jackson is?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Okay. Isn't he Michael's?
Is that one of the Jackson
I-
5 or?
I think so.
Is
Wasn't
it?
he the one that wore the gloves? No.
No, that's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson wore the gloves. Which
Yeah.
one? Nobody.
He wore one glove.
He wore one
With all
glove.
the money he had, you think he'd be able to afford 2 gloves, but anyways.
Element Penguin says Buzz Lightyear and Woody. We were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
That's good. We've
We
got
were
some
trying to
shots
figure
of that.
out earlier too how they got their consciousness. But we don't know. They just were.
No.
And like other Pixar, do you remember like the lamp at the beginning? Remember Luxo?
Oh yeah.
Junior.
The lamp.
There was like a short, and he like was jumping on the ball. What was his
Yeah.
name? Luxo Junior. Pixar, like I said, like John Lasseter, loves giving an inanimate object consciousness. So, there we go. I love those Toy Story movies. They're pretty great. All right. So, I had a. This is unrelated to our discussion of
Do tell.
of inanimate objects with consciousness. But our cameraman, Keith, said, who also has a YouTube channel, you should check it out, Spiral Staircase Productions. He was saying, is a vegan allowed to eat another vegan? Would that still be considered eating vegan?
No.
Okay,
No,
that's
it would-
one for no, BBH.
I would think that would be frowned upon by vegans in general.
But he's still eating vegan.
Vegan, yeah, yeah.
Technically, grammatically, he is eating vegan. Yes. But physically, he is eating meat.
Okay.
I
good to
would
know.
think that would be a fair assessment, Aaron, yes.
Monster Film says Small Soldiers. You guys see that movie? There were toys. It's kind of like Toy Story. These toys had consciousness. Except those ones, they gained consciousness because they had like a military chip in their brain. You never saw this
Oh,
movie?
No.
It was like Phil Hartman was in that movie.
Was that based on a true story?
Yeah. Kirsten Dunst. Anyway, so like there was these toys and the Elite Commandos and the Gorgonites. The Gorgonites were the monster ones. You don't remember this one?
No.
It was alright.
I
It was
never saw that movie.
So anyways, they had consciousness, and because they bought military chips to put in their brain, so all they wanted to do was kill the Gorgonites and the humans.
Can you get those on eBay?
The military chips,
Yeah.
probably. This guy, the guy just ordered them. It was Jay Moore who played the character, and he just ordered them online pretty easily. David Cross was in that movie, too. Peas and Carrot says, eating another vegan is not vegan. Okay, so I guess that's 3 against O. So, someone wants Mr. Mumford to sing a song.
Who's Mr. Mumford?
I think he's referring to me.
Oh.
He said I look
Do you
like
want to
Marcus.
sing a song? We could sing a song.
I haven't been doing my vocal
Oh, all right.
exercises, so
All
I
right.
can't today. BBH, Dave Milo wants to know what you think of the Baywatch movie. The new one.
A new Baywatch movie?
You haven't heard there's a new Baywatch
I
movie?
heard it's pretty bad.
It's
Well,
the Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's like the star. In,
Oh, I have heard of that. You know, that guy. He's everywhere these days, isn't he? Like, is he very popular right now, The Rock?
He's got a few movies out.
Yeah,
I
He's-
don't know.
Yeah.
I think. He was on a magazine for like the something most person alive.
The something.
The
most-
sexiest, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Or it was the sexiest, or the shiniest head. I can't
The
remember.
shiniest head.
I hope he's not
most
watching.
person
Oh
alive.
god. No, it's definitely if you're watching.
That's a
It was
list?
definitely the sexiest.
There's a list for that?
Well,
The
I bet there
shiniest
is a
head?
list for the most shiniest.
Shiniest head, most person alive. That's a great. I'm gonna start that magazine.
Okay. Element Penguin says boss baby. I guess that baby had talking skills, had consciousness.
Oh yeah, I never saw that movie.
I never
Apparently
saw
that's,
it.
Yeah.
Also pretty terrible, I've heard.
Is it? I kind
can't-
of wanted to see it.
I've heard not good things.
Oh.
So yeah, that's basically all we got for this week. Unless you guys got anything else.
No, I'm tapped, man.
You
You are?
tapped?
No, I'm tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piece of Carrot says The Rock. He was in Moana. That's right. He was
He was in Milan.
Maui.
Maui.
You're
like
welcome.
The
He's
place Maui or the movie?
he was the demigod Maui.
I have no idea. What
You need to watch Moana. It was a great movie.
Okay.
He has a pretty catchy song about.
Wasn't Milan like a character?
No, not Mulan. Moana.
Oh, Moana.
Yeah, Mulan. That's a different movie. That was Eddie
Okay.
Murphy. He was a dragon. He was a talking dragon.
Dragons don't talk, Mike.
But in this one, he did.
Oh. Okay.
What about? I was just thinking of another one. The Shaggy Dog. Which one had the flying car? Which Disney movie? There was like
Like all
the
of them.
absent-minded professor. Was that the one? That wasn't an inanimate object.
The flying car.
I don't know. There's a like.
Flubber. Flubber had a flying car.
Maybe it was that. I think was Flubber based on the
A True
absent-minded professor, the true story.
I don't think I've ever seen the absent-minded professor.
Really? Max Power says, "Too bad BBH doesn't have a nose. You could smell what the Rock is cooking." That would be
Can you smell?
No.
no.
No, you can't.
Not
smell.
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So-
I'll have to
no.
get you a nose.
So you can smell what the Rock is cooking.
Yeah.
He's pretty angry.
Oh, you're angry about that.
So everyone's saying Flubber. How much fluid can you consume BBH
That's a
in
weird
an
question.
evening? It's still a question nonetheless.
It is a. Well, let's see. I can tell you. I could probably. What's 330
Don't ask me any math questions.
times 9?
Anybody out
We've got our
there?
research team on that.
2,970.
How did he get that number so
How did
fast?
you do that so quickly?
Mike, our
Because he's got
switcher.
9 empty beer bottles in front of him. He's been working on it all day, all show.
So-
And-
sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, how did he do that number so quickly, but not able to answer how he did it so quickly?
He's like a savant, like
Yeah, Savant.
what's his name?
Savant.
Rain Man.
Oh, right. I never saw that movie.
Oh, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I've
good.
heard a lot of good.
He was an
things.
excellent driver.
Yeah, he's very
A
excellent.
good driver.
He was. But he had to
Judge
watch Judge
Wapner.
Wapner.
Yeah.
You know who else was a good driver? The guy from Cars.
Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, that was pretty. He was a good driver. It looks pretty dark in the new one. I don't know how
Yeah.
well things are looking for him. There
That
you
was-
go.
That was based on a true story.
Like I told you before, like it is a true story. Like set in like a dystopia future where humans have created self-driving cars, but we've killed each other off in World War III, and so all that's left is the self-driving cars who now live on the planet that we once.
You see, they don't tell you that in the movie, but that's what's going on in the background.
It's a pretty dark
It
backstory.
is a dark backstory.
Everyone loves their mater, so they don't want to.
Yeah. I mean,
Gilbert, Ricky Bobby,
Gilbert?
Gilbert Grape's mom. I don't think She was an inanimate object.
She was sort of inanimate.
Yeah.
His
man.
mom was like a whole lot of Rosie. If I can borrow an AC/DC song.
That's true.
That's a great song.
Yeah, that is a good
Yeah,
song.
that is a good song. What's your favorite AC/DC song?
I think Sin City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good song.
I like Sin City.
It's a good song. I always like Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck's good too.
Yeah.
Yep.
This,
You ever see it played on bagpipes?
I have actually.
we'll have to
Probably
get
me
that
that showed you that.
for next show. We'll show you that. But there
I
was,
mean you, not you.
Yeah. Bagpipes, if you light them on fire, are cool.
it makes everything sound better.
I
It
would
makes
think
everything
the
sound
bagpipes
better.
just in general are cool, not if you like them.
well,
I think
Alright.
next time we're gonna talk about like good songs that have bagpipes in them because there's not a lot
There's
of
not.
them.
Be quick. There's a couple.
There's really only one or two songs you can play on the bagpipes.
Oh, it's a long way to the top. If you want to rock and roll, is like a great song with bagpipes in it.
And then Me First and the Gimme Gimmes have a cover of what's that old country singer's name? Hank
Williams?
Hank Williams.
Oh, really? I wouldn't mind hearing that.
So we'll have to play that next time. But they have bagpipes in that song. It's
Cool.
pretty good.
I like Hank Williams.
And it's a punk rock cover of So Lonesome I Could Cry.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
So there's a handful, but they sound good.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are you guys saying? Thunderstruck, I like Stewie and the Seagulls. Steve and the Seagulls version? I never heard that. Have you heard that, BBH?
I don't think so. What was the name of the band?
Steve
Steve?
and the Seagulls.
I don't think I know them.
Okay.
Seagulls are pretty sweet. They'd make
Red
good
Jello likes the bluegrass cover of Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
That is a good
Yeah.
a good cover.
Yeah.
Garrett Tilton, thanks. He loves Hank Williams. Everybody loves Hank.
Hank Williams, everyone loves him. You know what? If you like bluegrass stuff, who is it like the bluegrass? Is that
Red Jello.
Red Jello? Okay. Well,
Yeah, am I?
he's a pretty well-read guy. I think that's what red means in his name. But so he probably knows this already. But if
Steve
you want to
and the
hear,
Seagulls, that was-
if you want to hear a cool version of bluegrass, there's a band that does The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Oh.
They do the entire album
Yeah.
all in bluegrass.
You loaned me that album.
If you guys got any
it's
questions,
good.
ask
Luther
them.
Right and the Wrongs.
Luther Right and the Wrongs. I listened to that whole thing. It's on my iPod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to
It was
that.
cool.
Yeah.
The pre-project I mentioned, Transformers. That's a good one. They have
Yeah, they are technically inanimate.
because
objects.
they like take over like our technology, like cars and stereos.
Yep.
What was like the best one? Like what was the best object that the Transformers took over? Like obviously Optimus Prime was like a transport truck, and Bumblebee was a Mustang.
He was a Corvette.
In the original? Oh, Corvette.
GM product.
What was the best one?
Have you guys ever seen Maximum Overdrive?
I have actually
That
a long
was
time ago.
that was one of the worst movies with inanimate objects in it.
Yeah.
But it was also one of the best ones.
Yeah. That was a Stephen King movie, right?
That was
Yeah.
he directed that.
Yeah, yeah.
Emilio Estevez was in
He
it.
was in it.
Yeah.
You're
And he's-
mentioning-
he's solid money in the bank. That guy.
You're mentioning another movie, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That's right. That was a movie that was like my favorite movie when I was a kid, because it. I don't even know why. It was about tomatoes that just rolled around and they killed humans. And one day, one of the humans figured out that a song on the radio, if you played it loud enough, it would kill the tomatoes. And they just played that song on the radio, and it killed all the
Which movie
tomatoes.
came first, that movie or Mars Attacks? Because that's the same ending.
I think that movie did, because that movie was in the 70s, right? And Mars Attacks was in the 90s.
Yeah, Mars Attacks. That was Tim
What
Burton.
song was it
Yeah.
they used to kill the tomatoes? Do you
It
remember?
was. It sounded like this. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That
It's
would
not a
kill
very
a
good
tomato
song,
for
really.
sure.
It was a terrible song.
Yeah,
That's
but if
pretty-
it killed the tomatoes, I guess. You know.
Yeah. It saved the world.
Yeah.
Element Penguin asks, what do you get when you cross a bulldog and a Shih Tzu?
I know the answer to that.
A
Okay.
Bull-U.
Oh, very nice. I had a
That's what
different
you get.
version, but yeah.
What was your version?
Well, no, it's. Mike
No, that
came
was
up
the
with
right
that.
answer. The Bull-U.
that
The
was
bull,
the
yeah,
right
yeah.
answer. Got ketchup.
I think he was talking about all the tomatoes exploding.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did use those
That
tomatoes
would've
for
made
ketchup.
A huge mess. Yeah.
All right.
They were big tomatoes. They would like take up the size of a couch, and they would roll around. And
They should have entered themselves into like fairs. That would have been better for them.
I don't think they had egos. They were more interested in just wiping out human beings.
In killing people.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if you guys have any more questions before we go. We got some ads to our sponsors. To talk to you
Sponsors.
guys
Oh,
about.
sponsors. Okay, let's have them. Who's sponsoring us today?
We had
Oh, Colt 46. That's one better than Colt 45, right? New and improved?
New and
Works
improved.
Right on.
every time. For your favorite malt liquor, how about that? Colt 46.
Billy D. Williams is looking good these days.
Billy D. Williams never looked hotter.
So you
And, okay, no, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, these guys are just making this crap up. This, boys and girls, is a real product.
That's a real product.
That's a real product. Vegan bacon grease.
interesting.
Don't ask me what you do with it. I don't know. I think you cook tofu in it to give it some flavor or something. I'm not really sure. But that's an actual product.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Red Jello said, I think he's referring to the Attack the Killer Tomatoes. He said it became a cartoon in the 80s or 90s.
I remember something about that.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
an interesting show to
Wow.
like pull from the archives and be like, we're gonna make a kids cartoon about this. Was it for kids or was it like a mature one?
Yeah. But seriously, guys, you gotta watch that. That was a great movie.
And Rubber.
And Rubber.
And all of the episodes of My Mother, the Car.
Do not watch those. Those were terrible.
At least-
that was the longest hour of my life when I had to watch them.
You didn't have to.
Well, but I started and I'm like, this can't actually be a show. Like, that's what I was thinking when I saw the theme song, because the theme song explains the whole show. And I'm like, this can't be real.
It has like a little bouncing
Yeah,
ball
it has
to
the
the
bouncing ball,
lyrics.
so you can like sing along with the theme song. And I'm like, this can't be real. This can't be an actual show. And then I watched the whole episode, and it's a real show about a guy whose mother was a car.
any last thoughts?
No, I
Wrap
think I'm
things up.
done.
All right. There's the out cue music. We got, if you guys want to send us mail, send it to P.O. Box 58, Binbrook, Ontario.
Yeah, address it to Dave Milo.
He's our camera operator.
And
Keith
Keith
Johnson.
And we'd like to
Johnson,
thank-
our camera.
Did we give Keith a shout out yet?
We'd like to thank Keith, our camera operator today.
There
you
you
can check
go,
out
Keith.
his YouTube channel, Spiral Staircase Productions. And
Do it in front of the other camera.
there
you go.
you go, cameraman Keith Johnson. We also have our alternative camera operator, Dave Milo.
Yep.
He's on the other
There he
side
is.
there. And we'd like to thank Mike Copeland. Mike, stick your head out here so everybody can see your pretty face.
Yay!
He's saying yay.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was the show. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all the comments. Oh, one last one. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
oh, that's
That was a
good
great one.
That's a great one.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, he was murderous.
Yeah, he wasn't very happy. He
No.
was.
He looked happy.
But he came from, what was the dimension called that he came from?
What's his name's mine?
Rick Moranis.
Yeah. No, Dan Aykroyd's mine.
Oh, Dan Aykroyd's
Yeah.
mind. But like there
Yeah.
was another universe. Justin, where'd he come from? I don't know. But other Rick Moranis news, Bob and Doug McKenzie are coming back
That's true. $500 a ticket.
to see them. Okay, if you guys want to donate $500 to us, go for it. Thanks.
Send it to that PO box. But
Yes.
don't tell Dave what it is.
Just say it's money for us.
Yeah. No, don't say that.
Check payable to David Milo.
No.
MYDLO.
Say it's check payable to my Karen. Not David Milo. Who pays for that PO box?
Thanks for tuning in. Adventures Peas of Carrots, Red Jello, Crazy Kirstine Crew, Max Powers,
Element Paint.
Element Penguin, Monster Films, The Pre Project. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time. Have a good night, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Say goodbye, BVH.
Bye-bye.